Greetings everybody and welcome to Speeder Wars. I am Sliced Lime. What, you're probably wondering, is Speeder Wars? Well, you might recognize this place. This is where I built a fully functioning speeder in vanilla Minecraft in my 200 subscriber special called The Pilot. And that is what forms the base of Speeder Wars. The idea is you build your own speeder using a certain type of blocks. It's a multi-block structure, and then you use it to take out your enemy. And the plan is we make that a PvP map in sort of a custom map setting, not this one, but like a custom map with the post-apocalyptic theme or something, where the blocks you actually need to make the speeder are scarce. But as a proof of concept, I'm including this map, and this is just a normal Minecraft map where I found a seed I liked and pasted in a command block setup near bedrock level. But I will be including this map in the video description, so you can download that and you can repeat exactly what I did in the pilot, and it will work exactly the same way for you. So there's no video editing trickery, there's no mods involved, it's just vanilla Minecraft. Anyway, the idea is that down the lines will become a PvP map set in some form of post-apocalyptic world where you can build your own speeder, and the way you build your speeder will affect the properties it gets. So if you put more hull pieces in, it would have more armor or HP. If you put more engine blocks in, it would have more power. Probably gonna add something down the line that dictates what weapons you get on your speeder. But let me show you how to build a speeder. So speeder is built out of these polished diorite blocks, and that's all you can make a speeder of. And the core section is a 3x3x3 cube with the one piece in the middle having a minecart on it. So that's your seat, and the whole thing is centered around that. Whoops. Let's build it facing outward here, and this space is special. The space that is directly in front of the seat and one block up needs to be a glass pane, and when you place that glass pane, it shows which direction the craft is in, and it builds the entire craft. So when you've placed a minecart, a piece of rail under it, and a glass pane in front of it, that indicates you're done with the construction. So that gives us a forward direction and an aft direction of the craft. And the forward section is just another 3x3x3 cube. So you can build this in whatever shape you like. Let's just fill it in a completely different shape than the one I had. Oh boy, that's ugly. And then the aft section is another 3x3x3 cube, with the difference that this one can have coal blocks, and coal blocks will act as the engine. So the only difference right now is that the engines will get some fancy particles. But down the line, the idea is that the amount of engine blocks you put on will change the function of your speeder. So now I have this very sleek-looking speeder. We can plunk down a piece of glass. You get a noise indicating we're done, and you actually see this minecart changing directions. Now, as I get in, what's going to happen is it's going to clear this entire space and two spaces below the entire speeder, replace it all with air, and then it's going to teleport all the actual speeder entities into place, so it looks like nothing changed. And then it's going to fill a little bit of the bottom with lava. And then it's going to replace my first two slots with named stone balls that are named Accelerate and Brake, and I use those to steer the craft. So if I get in, now I can't see anything because this the way this is built, but there we go. So I can take an accelerate snowball and either throw it, which is a bit difficult because of all the entities around to block it. But I can also just drop it. So if I hit Q to drop it, I actually start moving. And then I can steer the craft just by pointing my mouse. And it doesn't turn yet. It's something I still have to implement, but it does go the direction I point my mouse. So I can speed up. The max speed is 7. So 7 clicks up, and then I can slow down using brake. There's also detection for obstacles, which means the speeder will actually race on top of things. So if I go up on this island, see it actually lifts. So that's the controls, and you can see some of the engine block effects back there. So the interesting thing with this is that these are now all entities, so if I actually get out I can just go through it, and if I wasn't in flying mode I would just fall through. So that's there's quite a lot of work remaining here. That's the basics of it, but of course a speeder can look vastly different. You can make some form of minimalistic speeder by pretty much just having... So this is pretty much all you need. Actually, you could do... So all you really need is this. That actually gives you a functioning speeder. This is something I should probably do something about. So you actually have to have some form of engine block, and you actually have to have some form of hull, like a minimum amount of hull pieces. Yeah. The core of the whole thing is the seat. Everything is controlled off of the seat, and what actually happens is, let me build this another small speeder. So what happens is actually that when you finish off the craft, so when it detects that you have a minecart and a glass pane in front of it, it replaces the entire thing with a minecart actually riding on top of an invisible armor stand. So let's take a look at how the actual thing looks once we have it running. So at this point, if I go to game mode spectator, you can see that there's an armor stand here, and well, it's kind of hard to see, but there's an armor stand here. And those two are actually holding those, and they're very significant. Now, if I go back to creative mode and actually jump in, what happens is we clear the blocks, and now all of these are entities. And they're all done the same way. So if I go here, you can kind of see there are armor stands all over the place here. And they are actually armor stands holding up falling sand entities with some other hackery that are making sure that they are in place. There's also this armor stand up in front that serves as a point of detection for whether you are about to hit ground, so we can lift the craft up. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works now. Obviously this is a very early proof of concept. There's tons of work left in making this an actually useful thing. But the fact that I managed to make it work at all is kind of a small miracle, considering how many problems I ran into when I was working on trying to get this all to move together smoothly. There's a lot of small details that I can explain at some point in the future. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, and if you feel like it, download the map from the video description, try it out, see what you think, and then I will keep you guys up to date with how progress is going on building the actual functionality for the map. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and have a good day. See you next time.